everyone, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Popkait's Corner. Today, we are talking about the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, and we have a very special guest joining us for the first time ever. It is not Kyle. We'd like to welcome to the corner,
Ryan!
Hi! Ryan is joining us live from
San Francisco.
San Francisco. You can tell by the background there, the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge.
The beautiful one.
Yeah, it's perfect.
We have the beach over here, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And then right in front of you is the Redwood Forest, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I love to go climb the redwoods every single morning. You know,
climb them?
my favorite path.
No, that's
every morning.
Got him.
Got him,
boys.
No. Ryan is a lot younger than us, so it is exciting to have him on because we get to hear about Pokemon through the eyes of a Zoomer. Because we've just had a lot of millennials, so I'm super excited because for you, me, and Kyle, all of our first game was Pokemon. The first, I was the re-release with Yellow, but you guys were, Red and Blue and stuff. So, Ryan, what was your first Pokemon game?
See, funnily enough, with the news, my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Diamond.
I thought it was. Yes.
Yeah, I played the crap out of that game. I loved that game so much. So.
Are you excited for the remakes then?
Yeah, I am. I'm super excited, but I got a couple nitpicks with the art style.
I would like to dive into that as well. But okay, so if that was your first game, is that also your favorite, or do you have a different one that's your favorite, like generation in game and just everything?
Favorite wise, I would say it had to be actually probably like Heart Gold, like the remake of Gold, because I spent a lot of time on that one actually. But
what about that one really captured your fancy?
I think a lot of it was whenever they had like the little like Pokeball thing you could put your Pokemon in, and you could like walk around with it and like take care of it and stuff like that.
So the companion thing with it, right?
Yeah. I died for that.
So does that mean that you really liked Galar with the camping and everything?
Oh yeah, I love Galar. Probably my favorite one so far, just because I like the ability to like run around the map and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Did you play Let's Go?
Some. I've only got like halfway into it.
Okay. Because that one, you have the big I guess you're a Jolteon guy, which means the Eevee and not being able to evolve the Eevee was probably a disappointment, wasn't it?
I was so upset. That's the whole reason I got the Eevee game. I didn't know that I couldn't evolve it.
Yeah, it was the exact same thing. I was like, oh, hell yeah, that'll be fun. Because you'll start with the Eevee, whatever, and then you'll evolve it middle of the game, and you'll be good to go. No.
Right?
See, I was pumped because I was like, I want Pikachu, and I don't want to evolve him. I just want him to be the most decked out Pikachu you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. Well, obviously you're not going to evolve Pikachu.
Yeah, he's too cute.
Because Raichu sucks.
But the Alolan Raichu is really cool.
Yeah.
That's
you can't beat a surfing Pokemon.
Yeah, he's just really chill looking, and he's like, yeah.
Whatever.
I love it. Okay. What? So we're going to jump into all of the news surrounding the 25th anniversary. They announced 2 new games. They gave us a deeper look into Pokemon Snap, which is coming at the end of April. Ryan, did you ever play the original Snap on the 64?
No, I never did actually. I did, but I never played any of the Pokemon games.
So that means you didn't get to really bask in the joy of taking pictures and then having a card that you could take to Blockbuster to print out your pictures.
Okay, so hold up.
Oh, wait,
Hold up. Before we get any further, I want to say that I'm the only one to have enjoyed that, okay?
Okay,
you are a liar.
Here's the thing. I was going to have Ryan answer, and then I was going to say, don't worry, I didn't experience that either. I've only listened to Nicholas's experience.
I will wax poetically about going to Blockbuster as a 10-year-old and being so damn excited to get my shitty pictures of Bulbasaur printed.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'm going to be right back. I want to grab, I think it's your Pokemon decks.
Yeah, do it. I have them in there.
That has the cards. I want Ryan to see the cards because they're super cool.
They're fucking cool. Okay?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
No, because there was a Ditto Bulbasaur in the cave level, and I was like, oh shit. Nobody probably saw that. Nobody saw the Ditto. I did. But obviously, everybody saw the Ditto because how the fuck did you not? Ryan?
Yeah, it's. But hey, it's cool to you, you know.
Yeah.
As a kid,
Yeah, as a
it's like
10-year-old,
the whole fantasy.
I thought I had discovered something, and I was blown away. Nice. You can hear those cards getting stuck together in the background.
It's not the cards. It's I think they're actually in mine because yours didn't have space.
That's right. I already filled out my Pokedex, so I couldn't obviously put the Blockbuster cards. I had to put it in my B-list binder.
Oh.
That's kind of
so did the Pokemon Snap games have like a catalog you had to like fill out or like a Pokédex or something like that?
Okay. So this is your binder.
Yeah.
And it was your rare binder.
That was my rare binder. That's where my rare Pokemon went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was so filled, the clip that clipped it broke off because it was filled with the rarest Pokemon.
Both Nicholas and Kyle had all of the binders, so because Nicholas had 2 binders, I got to take one of the binders.
Look at this shit. Hang on. I'm trying to be cool right now. These are so rare. None of them are. They're not rare.
I couldn't tell.
Okay, I got.
I did have this bad boy right here, which I'm pretty excited about. It's the second edition, but I don't care.
Okay, but I
Boom.
had to take one of the binders. I currently have it empty, but I'm gonna put all my favorite cards in there, kind of like Nicholas did. But it even has his name
that was
on the
mine.
back. It has the clip, but it fell off, so I put it on there. But okay, so these were the cards that you got from Blockbuster.
Yeah, these are awesome. Look at these.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah. Anyway, you would take these to Blockbuster. They had little. You would buy these for like $5 a pop, and then you'd get to stick it in the machine, and then you'd bring your cartridge of Pokemon Snap to Blockbuster, and you'd also stick it in the machine, and then you could go through and print out your pictures.
That's cool.
It was awesome. But the pictures were like this big.
Yeah.
And they were also stickers.
They were stickers.
So you got to put them on everything.
So we were waiting during this trailer. I was like, okay, am I finally going to get to experience this? Do I get to put these out? And then they're like, no, it's like an Instagram online.
Yeah.
I was so upset.
But what's the point?
But don't worry. Like, the memes will be strong, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, because
they added the ability to put in googly eyes and, like, text and all sorts of stuff.
That was one of my favorite of the trailer. They had, like, a Deduo, and they put, like, those eyes on, and it was like, I thought it was great.
So, as a photographer, Ryan, what are you the most excited to take a picture of? What do you think is the most aesthetically pleasing Pokemon? And what do you want it to be doing when you do take that picture?
You know,
keep it fucking PG, Ryan, okay?
All right, now that you said that, my mind changes a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, now the sexiest Pokemon, I have it.
Yeah, I got the sexiest Pokemon. I'm not going to talk about the furry.
But there was a Reddit thread for a little bit of this guy.
Yeah.
And his mission was to go through the whole Pokemon Pokédex and see if he could jerk off to all of them. And there was some of them that he got caught up on, like I think Muck he had a hard time with and stuff.
Oh yeah, that would be a hard one.
But I think he went through the whole Pokédex and was able to climax each of them.
That's really cool.
Cool.
I'm glad he did that. Well, we got for the first time ever a rating of how sexy a Pokemon is.
Yeah.
From somebody. Now, obviously,
I bet
preferences are
Gardevoir
gonna.
was up there.
What was?
Gardevoir. I bet it was.
Gardevoir? Oh yeah.
She's a beautiful Pokemon.
She's a sexy Pokemon.
I don't know if I want to add to this list that we're making.
Yeah. So Ryan, which Pokemon do you want to fuck?
I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting to bring this up.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Well, you talked about, you told him to keep it PG.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said his mind went somewhere, and I was like, oh my god, that reminds me of the guy who jerked off to Pokemon on the internet.
So, in all seriousness, what Pokemon do you want to take a picture of? What do you want to see them doing? PG
So
edition.
my mind immediately went to like Milotic, you know? In the ocean or doing something like that. Like I don't know, like a Milotic like coming out of the waves, you know what I mean? Like a dolphin.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be cool. Like,
I hope Finnegan's in the game.
You hope Finnegan is?
Yeah.
What is she going to be doing?
She's going to be doing like a little...
Should we do that? What I want is I want a group of Greninjas.
Yeah.
They're coming over the top of some house and they're about to just assassinate an entire village.
Oh my god!
Is this Naruto?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I want. And it's like nighttime. And so we saw that thing where you can throw the balls. And so you can save the people in the village by lighting up the thing. And then the Greninjas will scatter. They'll all turn into little logs or whatever.
Ryan, how disappointing has it been lately that Logan Paul has just like decimated the Pokemon trading community and it's made it really hard to buy and collect Pokemon cards right now?
I saw his video and I was like kind of pissed off about it, you know? He spent so much money. Like that's so many other people could have those, you know?
Yeah.
I know,
Like
and
you're
now-
only doing it for clout.
Yeah.
And that's what, so from him, because of scalpers and everything, because everyone's trying to do it now, the price of Pokemon cards, from what I read, have gone up 500% because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Because scalpers just keep buying them and then reselling them for like $200, $300.
It's kind of like the GME thing, but in a shitty way.
Well, what's worse is it's like, it's not even for like the big boxes. Those are like for the little trainer boxes, the elite trainer boxes, which are like $40 to $50 depending. But don't worry, I haven't gotten a lot, but I have started building you a box. And I'm trying to fill out the elite trainer box, and then you'll have it. It's just I haven't been able to get my hands on a lot of Pokemon cards, but I got lucky because one day Target had 2 of those Charizard elite trainer boxes that just came out that had the special Charizard inside of it. So I grabbed both of them, and you have a special Charizard that's still in its packaging, and I've been filling it up with all of the Pokemon cards I can get my hands on, so we both, hopefully, will be able to continue to grow our collection, because you and I are both big Pokemon trading card fans.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're
Thank you so much.
welcome.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's hard work.
Yeah.
That's what we went to. It's go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, you've
I was
heard
just gonna
about
say I needed.
you've heard about the McDonald's Pokemon, how they've had them in the kids meals.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So they did this. It's all of the starters, and it has like the 25th anniversary, but it's all the starters from all the generation, and each Happy Meal comes with a 3-pack, and you just get a random mix of cards. And then Pikachu, I think, is also in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
it's their first iteration. Like it's a reprint
Yeah.
of what the
Oh,
card
that's
originally
cool.
was.
yeah, it's really cool. But because of that, grown-ass men have been taking advantage of it, and we saw it the other day. We saw it. The guy in front of us ordered 6 Happy Meals, and he had like a tiny little sports car that totally didn't have kids in it.
Yeah.
He just ordered 6, and it was just like one right after the other, and I was like, I hate that man.
And I thought, well, maybe he's
want-
going to an orphanage.
No, not at all. Not at all. I was so upset because I want to, of course, get a Happy Meal
Mhm.
to get some of those, but I want the kids to enjoy them, so I've tried to go be really good and not get any of them, and then
Yeah.
to see an asshole like that,
Yeah, she wants to act like a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
want
what
to,
she wants.
but I can't. I have a different standard for myself.
Mhm. All right, so Ryan would fuck a Militic.
Yeah,
We got that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mermaid, I get it.
beautiful. No, the mermaid is the one from the Alola region. The
Tapu
Poplio.
Lele.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
the
Papio.
Poplio's evolved form, the final version of it.
It's like it starts with a P. Persephone.
Papilio.
Well,
Evolution.
it sounds like Persephone.
I bet it does, because that's like a...
It evolves into Primarina. What's the last
Okay,
one?
I was
though?
totally
What's the-
wrong.
No, that's the middle form.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I'm trying to find the last form. Well, come on.
Well, I'll do this. This is the Poplio evolution line.
Why does the internet hate me right now?
Yeah, it's
And then it evolves into Brioni.
yeah.
No, Brioni, then Primarina.
What?
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, it's Brion then.
Then Primarina.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But look at that mermaid one.
Yeah, that is a mermaid one.
That's who you missed out on, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, you could have fucked that.
Stop, no. I'm going to go
Oh.
through and beat about all of those. I'm going to...
We're keeping it PG.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you could make love to Primarina, but you would fuck Milotic.
Oh, God.
All right, so we got that out of the way.
So we got Snap out of the way.
We got Snap out of the way.
So coming out.
Well, hang on. I want to talk more about Snap.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I say a few words about Snap?
Yeah.
Anyway, growing up as a kid, I really like Snap.
Yeah. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all you wanted to say. Are you excited for this new?
I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for it. Whenever like Pokemon Go came out, it dawned on me, like with the AR stuff and everything like that, why the hell did they not just add Pokemon Snap as a component to Pokemon Go? Like the fact that you can catch the Pokemon, or you could like, oh no, there's a Pokemon on this gazebo here in the park, and I'm going to take a picture of it. I was like, that's insane. You should just do that. It just made perfect sense.
Yeah,
And
I hate how they do their camera function in Pokemon Go.
It's such a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
That you could have had that aspect. And they added it later on, kind of, but they didn't add any mechanism for sharing it or anything like that. So I feel like it kind of got sidelined. But Pokemon Snap as a game, for somebody that is always like not the best at the Pokemon battles or remembering all the type matchups or like really being good at anything, I'm kind of a PU when it comes to the Pokemon battling leveling. I'm not in one of those nice tiers. So for me, the Pokemon Snap games were so much freaking fun. I loved them.
Yeah.
And I remember being so excited catching the pictures of Mew's butthole on the on the final level. I never got a good picture of Mew. Well, no, I did.
No, you did. It was you got like high points for that.
That's right.
It only gets brought up because I was like, I don't understand why everyone wants a Pokemon Snap. This was before they even announced that they were making it. And Nicholas was like, nope, hold up.
Yeah.
I am taking you.
We went to my parents' house. Yeah. We pulled out the N64 and we loaded up Pokemon Snap.
And he made me play it. And I was like, okay, I get it. This is amazing. I don't understand. Like the Switch is the perfect console for this thing.
With the motion controls of the Switch and everything else, it just makes perfect sense. Like I don't know if I'll ever play it on the big screen TV if the controls are literally like I'm gonna do this and look for Pokemon. Because if that's how it works, that's the perfect idea. If that isn't how that works, then Nintendo, what the hell?
I bet they have both modes, and I hope if
like
you do
option.
play it handheld,
that's how it
gonna
works.
Be
Yeah, and you just immediately look down to see if you have legs, and then you look up, and you're good to go.
What I'm curious about is they only have shown that you can play as a guy, like in all the trailers. They've never shown if you can be a female version of that character.
Is it the guy that was in the original Pokemon Snap? I can't remember his name. Maybe. He was in the show. He was on the Orange Island run of the show. He started with a T. Ryan, help me out here.
Pokemon Snap isn't my area.
This is the anime. Todd.
Snap.
I'm pretty sure it's Todd.
So it's only Tim makes more sense than Todd.
It is Todd. Todd Snap.
Oh,
that's
Todd
his
Snap.
name.
Okay. So is that also who it is in this one?
I don't know. Pokemon Snap 2.
The player is a Pokemon photographer. That's all it says.
What the hell? Well, if I'm not Todd Snap, I don't want to play it.
So.
Anyway.
That's fun.
Yeah. So Pokemon Snap's a great game. It's got a chill vibe. And I think that, the fact that we have the ability to add new levels to it means that Pokemon Snap can be kind of a long-lived game, whereas the original, you had like the 5 areas, and then if you unlocked all of the secret areas, you got to go to the bonus area. I think that it has the potential for us to just add DLC and shit like that to it and keep the game alive for a longer period, which I'm excited about that. And the fact that it's Pokemon Snap, guys, this is the big deal. All right,
we are gonna make at least one
other
video about the new Pokemon Snap.
We're gonna make so many videos
because
we're gonna make a guide, Pokemon Snap guide, how to capture every Pokemon on film.
On film, and then the thumbnail will be all the original cards. Yeah,
we're gonna have to go get those because I do have the stickers somewhere.
The thing that's crazy to me is, Ryan, do you watch Leon Hart at all?
Mm-mm.
He's one of the biggest Pokemon trading card, but he actually bought a Pokemon Snap machine, from Blockbuster, so he could,
That's cool.
And it still worked. It was
So.
insane.
Really?
I
Yeah.
believe so, yeah.
I was like, man, I wish I was that rich.
And he lives in Dallas, Texas.
He lives in Dallas,
What?
Texas, Ryan.
Yeah. One
I
of
could
the
have go
biggest
paid that man a visit.
That's one of the biggest Pokemon YouTubers on
On the Pokemon YouTube.
on YouTube. Yeah, I was like, that doesn't. You said YouTubers, but he's part of the reason that Jake or Logan Paul got into Pokemon cards in the first place. He's like, this man's open Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, this guy seems successful. I'm gonna copy and steal his thing.
But that's one of the things I was most excited about with this 25th anniversary is they're supposed to be doing reprints of all of the Pokemon, like the original Pokemon packs. They're doing reprints so you can get those, and they're all gonna have the special 25 logo.
Yeah.
And there's so many generations that like in my binder I have nowhere close to completing. So I would love to finally get my hands on those and fill out those ones that are a little bit more sparse because as you get on and on, they add in Pokemon, but they don't always go back to some of the less loved Pokemons from those generations. I know Ryan feels it too. Because how cool would it be to finally get your hand on some Diamonds and Pearl Pokemon cards?
Like, there's a lot of like the like kind of miscellaneous Pokemon that kind of just get left out, especially in like the games, you know? Like I don't know, it's kind of sad.
It is sad. Okay.
They're not worth the time and the effort to really focus on.
So now we're going on to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. As they announced, these are supposed to be like faithful remakes, but they're not actually going to be developed by the Pokemon.
By Game Freak.
Yeah, by Game Freak. They're going to be developed by Icarus. How was it pronounced?
I don't think
it's like ICRA or something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. But and they've done some of the other Pokemon stuff. So I'm not too worried. I think they've made some choices and I know you feel the same way, but I think the game is going to be just an extremely who is it?
ILCA, Ilka.
Oh, Ilka. It's going to be an extremely faithful remake. They're not going to mess with the story or really try to do anything new or exciting. It's like this is a remake that's just modernized to look better in terms of like graphics than not necessarily art style.
And I mean, something I'm kind of excited for is like they have the two, you know, Diamond and Pearl, right? They have the remakes for that. They had Platinum too. Are they going to have like the parts of Platinum inside the remakes too, or are they going to like make another faithful remake for Platinum?
That's a great
if they're going to
question.
squeeze out that money, I bet that these are revisions of Platinum.
Yeah.
And
that makes sense.
And they're using the
because you know, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
Yeah. I bet that they're adding those new parts that got added for Platinum into this.
Yeah.
Instead of like that would suck to be.
It would suck. It's kind of like the Alolan where they did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah, it's sort of the same thing. Cause there's like Ruby and Sapphire and then Emerald came out and added to it in the same way that you had Diamond and Pearl and then you had Platinum come out and add to it, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that I would imagine that they have all of that stuff. People would like to have the final version of the game, not the sort of like early version that came out beforehand. So
I'd be kind of disappointed if I got to the end game and I can't get Giratina, you know? Like I love Giratina.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet they have to. I can't imagine they wouldn't do that.
Who's the starter everyone's going with?
Chimchar, easy.
Really?
I miss Chimchar so much. I haven't used Chimchar in so long.
Are you a fire Pokemon person? Are you no?
I normally like using water types.
That's why I was surprised because I knew that he usually went for water types, but I was like, we had talked. I think I'm gonna go with Piplup because I usually go with the fire Pokemon, but I really don't like Chimchar.
Aww.
So I thought that was really funny.
Well, I guess that leaves me Tortwig.
If you want to be.
Well, no. The thing of it is, I really like the grass type starters. They just kind of suck in comparison. It always feels like they're not as versatile as the water or the fire type.
I agree with that. Even though I really love Bulbasaur and I love
Chespin.
I always want to call him Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Because of the little chestnuts, but I really love both of them. I wasn't a big Grookey fan, but I know you loved Grookey, and I know, Ryan, you went with Sobble, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't like Inteleon though.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not a big
don't.
fan of Antelion. But
Rillaboom is awesome.
From the beginning, I was like, Score Buddy! Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Cinderace. I think that Cinderace
You
is kind
say
of the
that.
final lane.
When they released, like, Rillaboom and Sobble's Inteleon,
Yeah.
when they released those final forms, I was like, oh, now I'm nervous. And then they released Cinderace's final form, and I was like, dope, yep, that's my Pokemon. I already was going to go with Raboot, but now I feel with Score Bunny. I love Raboot. Raboot is I usually don't like the middle Pokemon, but Raboot is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. I just think he's so cute. Or mine was a girl.
I feel that way with Litten's second evolution, you know?
Yeah.
I forget.
Torracat?
What its name is. Yeah, I can't remember.
No, you're all
but,
good.
yeah.
I agree. That was a generation that I was really disappointed in the line, but I do think Torracat's cute, but I don't like...
You don't like the final form?
Yeah. But I loved Rowlet, so I went with the grass one. Rowlet's really cute.
This is something I'm starting to realize. I feel like the starters for like these newer generations are just progressively getting weaker, like design wise. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, this is just from me playing video games, playing Pokemon for so long.
Wait, do you mean like aesthetically, or do you mean
yeah,
like
aesthetically? Yeah, like I don't really like much of the new Galar starters, honestly. I don't really like any of them.
I'll give you that. They don't have the same sort of like. There's a little bit. They really lean into the cuteness of it, and so they kind of have a cartoony look to them. Whereas the original starters, if you go back to them, they have
like you don't have Charizard, big mean dragon.
Yeah,
you know?
there's more articulation to the originals. I think. I don't know.
I could argue that with the last two.
Yeah, I go back and forth.
I hold firm on 6 because I think I love the 6 starters, all 3 of them, and that's really rare for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Kalos was great. I loved Kalos starters.
But it's funny because Alolan, I really didn't like any of them. I just went with the Owl because I thought he was the best option of those 3. And I think Dedua is really cool looking, but I don't really like Incineroar. Yeah, I think Incineroar is really silly looking.
I don't know. It's one of those things. I think that depending on where you kind of like fall into the Pokemon universe, like that kind of like sets your preferences from there on out.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that there's some 8-year-old who started playing Sword and Shield and was like, I don't get Charizard's appeal. You just don't figure.
There is a lot of people. There's a big community who's like, Charizard's overrated. And Kyle would be heartbroken. That's his like all-time favorite Pokemon.
So what Pokemon are you so excited to kind of see get shine a light on again from the Diamond Pearl region?
Yeah.
Garchomp.
Garchomp?
That's one of your favorites too!
Oh.
Garchomp and Spiritomb. I'm so excited to see them again.
Love Garchomp. He is one of my favorites.
I'm disappointed because none of you guys are bringing up Riolu, and I'm like really pumped because that's one of my
Lucario?
Riolu and Lucario are some of my favorite Pokemon.
Is Riolu, was he added in this one or is he later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if Lucario was added and then the baby was added later.
No, they were together.
What?
Lucario just was a big deal in the Kalos region, which is why I love Lucario. But he was in Diamond and Pearl. And I love Riolu. I love his little puppy dog. I'm a sucker for puppies in general. But puppy Pokemon, it's still my heart. Because that was one of the best aspects of Kalos is like the little, I forget, I'm so sad. I forgot his name right now. But he has like the 3 evolutions, so like midday, midnight.
Oh, Rockruff.
Rockruff, yes. Rockruff's so cute. So that's my opinion.
So what is specific about Diamond? Because I didn't play Diamond and Pearl. Like basically, I played Red and Blue, Gold and Silver, and then there's this big gap of time that I just like didn't play any Pokemon games until X and Y.
Yeah, both of us.
So what is sort of the predominant feature that Diamond and Pearl has that some of the other games don't have that you're excited about?
Like story wise or just like gameplay?
Story-wise,
Yeah,
gameplay,
all
yeah,
of it.
like because this is a game that I don't know much about.
Yeah,
to
like
be honest,
what makes Diamond and Pearl so special that we can look forward to? Because both of us have never played Diamond.
Besides the childhood nostalgia that you feel for it,
Yeah, that's
because I can borrow some of that. I can be like,
So,
Ryan really
okay.
liked this as a kid.
Yeah, I can tap into the child aspect.
I will. I don't know. I don't know how like other people feel about this, but the Elite Four for Diamond and Pearl, so good.
Really?
And yeah, it's so good. And the champion Cynthia, probably the hardest champion. Like the hardest champion. If
'Cause-
she's not as hard as she was in the original, I'm gonna be a little sad.
Because Cynthia, she has a Garchomp, right?
Yeah, she has like a
Yeah, 'cause
Garchomp,
she has
Spiritomb, like
yeah.
all the cool ones.
Oh, the ones that you want.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think Ryan has the hots for Cynthia.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell Melanie.
How much does Melanie look like Cynthia?
Well,
Let's see.
Melanie blonde hair, I think she could pass for it.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially if she
Melanie
gets that,
likes to wear black.
yeah, especially
so
if she gets
it
that
could
cool
work.
thing. That cool, like,
Melanie, you want to Pokemon cosplay with me?
oh
You
my
be-
god,
Oh my
yes.
god. Who would you be? Would you just be Pokemon trainer?
I'll be Garchomp.
You could be a Garchomp.
Nicholas
I
and
could pull it off.
Yeah.
Nicholas and
My
I
neck
did
is long
this.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, you got Nicholas and I did this. I was Serena, and Nicholas
Oh.
was just the.
Mr. Ash Ketchum.
I'll insert the picture in the video so everyone can see that adorableness. But I'm gonna try to go back.
Was mine made out of tape? Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
I taped Nicholas's jacket because I don't know how to sew. It still looked cool. I still have all of that in case we ever decide to do it again.
So what are the themes of the Elite Four for the
Yeah,
Diamond
keep
and
talking
Pearl?
about.
Oh, I can't even remember.
I'll look it up.
I just remember that it was really fun. Hold on.
Diamond Pearl Elite Four. Oh,
Okay, here you go, Ryan.
boom.
Oh, that's sweet.
So we did that.
So bug type, ground type, fire type, psychic type, and then Cynthia is like all of the champions, kind of like the weird mix.
Like I said, my favorite thing about Cynthia is the little things that she has out of her head.
The two little black
Puppy
like,
dog ears.
yeah.
Noticing a theme with Caitlin. She likes the little dangling.
Yeah. If it looks kind of like a puppy dog, vaguely like a puppy dog, doesn't have to look much like a puppy dog.
It just enough. I mean, that's what Ryan, when I was younger, Shania Twain had this song that, man, I feel like a woman, and it sounds like she barks in it. So that was my favorite song growing up because I thought she sounded like she was barking like a dog. I really love dogs.
She's got a sweet spot
That's
for
funny.
puppies. So,
Ryan's learning so much about us.
yeah, basically this is us talking at Ryan about who we are as people. Thank you, Ryan.
We're like, yeah, that's great. Let me tell you a story. No, I'm knowing that this was Ryan's first game, which I thought it was. I was like, I couldn't remember if it's this or Black and White. I was hoping it was this one. It makes me
mhm.
even more excited because that just means we're going to get to experience Ryan's first Pokemon game this November because that's totally when
So
it's coming out.
let's talk about the more controversial aspects of this, okay?
Yes. Okay.
And
let's
you
go.
mentioned it at the beginning.
You did.
You don't like the chibi style.
Yeah.
What did you want in a remake of Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah.
And what about the chibi style really like just turns you off?
These are great questions.
So like, I feel like you know how they remade like Sapphire and Ruby, like, and they did like a chibi style, but it obviously wasn't like shrunk down. You know.
Yeah.
That's what really bothers me. You know, like. It looks different whenever it's pixelated, you know? It looks
Yeah.
good and like cartoony and fun, but like whenever you use 3D models and put like a 3-ton head on like this tiny little body, it just looks kind of goofy, you know?
Does
But
it?
I think the battle animations look great.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Does it irritate you that the overview world is chibi style, but then when they actually like go to fight, it's more like Let's Go style?
Right?
Because that really irritated me. I was like, why are you going between the two styles?
Mhm.
Because it's not chibi when you get up close for battling.
Yeah. Do you think?
I don't know.
So here's a question. Do you think any of the cinematic moments? Do you think that they'll be chibi?
Oh my god!
In the cinematic moments?
Oh, I hope not.
You've like what Giratina opening up the chaos hole, and you're like,
oh no.
Cynthia's like, I'll wait for you here.
Oh my
I'm scared
God.
about what the like antagonists are gonna look like, because like Cyrus has like this cool spiky blue hair, but like how are they gonna make that look cool?
Oh my
Like-
god! Well, that would be
gonna
the funny
so
part.
Cute.
No, it's like in Chibi he looks really dumb, but then you go to like
Yeah.
the battle animation, it's like, oh yeah, cool, yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
The juxtaposition is gonna be so great.
Uh,
No, I understand because I kind of was like, this is it. Like I said, the weirdest part for me was that they didn't keep that chibi style throughout. It's just like the overview world is chibi,
right.
which is really weird.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That was a weird decision. It was like they wanted to maintain the aesthetic of the original game and the top down like cute sprites.
Yes,
But they wanted it to be in 3D so badly, so they didn't care.
I feel like they could have just, if they wanted to like keep it in that like same kind of style but mix it up, they could have just done like a Paper Mario type thing, you know?
Oh, that'd have been actually a cool.
that would have been. You
I think
spoke to
that'd
my
be-
heart because Paper Mario is my favorite Mario series.
But they keep it in the battling too.
Yeah.
So like
Oh.
you have the Pokemon just like twist.
He just spoke to my soul because I love Paper Mario so much. No,
Like the art style.
yes, it's so good, and I would, because that's an art style that Pokemon hasn't really dived into. So I would have loved to see something like that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Diamond and Pearl because I always, especially around November, I just want a new Pokemon game, and so just knowing they'll continue it on, I am a little disappointed that it's not Detective Pikachu 2, because that was a game series I really, really love, and it's been like 2 years since they've given us any more news about it, just that it was in development.
One day.
I don't know if you've played that series.
I haven't.
I highly recommend.
He has no strong feelings about it.
What? I do.
I've
yeah.
never heard about it. So
What? You
What
never
you think
even
the
heard?
movie was?
okay, actually no, I've heard about it. That's a lie. I've just never like looked into playing it. I've never like read into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope they get Ryan Reynolds back for the game.
Did you watched the movie, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
It's a good
think
movie.
I think it has a lot of aspects that I think carry over from the game. There are a lot of people who are like, it's nothing alike, and I think it's very similar. They just made it more cinematic than the game was, because the game wasn't super cinematic. But it is about the whole dad and the Mewtwo connection, but you don't get kind of a definite ending. It ends on a cliffhanger, which is why I'm like, I've been waiting for years for Detective Pikachu 2. Because I don't know if they're going to go in the direction of the movie or if they're going to go in a different direction.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I really
So it's like a
recommend it.
story mode, like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So there's these different cases, and you and your Detective Pikachu go and solve them. But your Detective Pikachu can talk, and you can hear him, similar to the movie. But you never find out. But he shares similarities where it's like, oh, he really drinks coffee. He really loves it, and you're always like, why do you love coffee so much?
Just like my
You
dad.
didn't
liked
used to
coffee.
like coffee this much. This is really weird. So, but the mom's not dead in the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's almost like the mom and dad are still together. It's just he lives in the city to be a detective. So, yeah, there's some
okay.
weird. So he goes missing. So you come into the city to find your dad. So that's like but I feel like the overarching, like, there's something weird with this Pikachu, and he has a lot of characteristics that your dad had that he didn't have before the crash. And the whole Mewtwo thing is very similar.
That's interesting though. I'm gonna have to play that then. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I'll let
Is
you.
it? What's it on?
3DS.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll let you borrow my copy so you don't have to buy it.
heck yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Because I feel like it's one of those games I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
I think it can be really slow in areas. So it's not a game that I would force someone to buy depending on how they play or the types of games they play. And I feel like you'll enjoy this, but I think you'll be like, this is a really slow game. So I will let you borrow mine.
Slow burn.
Yeah.
It's like story driven. Then
Yeah.
I dig it because
Yay.
I love that kind of stuff. Like
But it's a lot of talking.
It's a lot of talking.
They'll sit there, but that's part of the detective aspect of it. Is you're like looking for inconsistencies in people's stories and stuff like that too. So
if it's got like RPG elements, like I'm walking around talking to people,
yeah,
it kind of has that.
You're not gonna level up though.
Yeah, there's no,
that's I just meant like walking around,
Just being funny.
And then, like, of course, like your Pikachu always talks to Pokemon, and he has to like translate for you because you can only hear him, which is a cute aspect.
That is cute.
And then he always gets in fights with them too, which is really funny because he also has a grown man voice. It just
oh yeah, because it does have voiceovers for him.
It does, yeah. You can it actually it has complete voice acting, and that's why I always played with the audio on so I could hear it because it was better than just reading all of the text. So
that's really cool.
Yeah. All right, let's dive into our final one, which is
Pokemon Legends.
Pokemon Legends Arceus. We did a lot of research about this.
We did
Nicholas
a lot
did.
of research.
Oh, you did the thing,
things.
and then like I had my own whenever it first came out.
Ooh.
But I would love to hear your thoughts on it before we dive into anything. What did you think of this Breath of the Wild style Pokemon game?
I am so excited. I am here for it 100% of the way. They are doing something new with the Pokemon game. I am so happy.
Do you think that this is going to be the way that we do Pokemon games in the future, or do you think that this is a detour? Do you think this is a Pokemon Stadium, or do you think that this is the new mainline Pokemon style?
I think it's either the new mainline style or like a different like subvergence, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have like your new Pokemon games, right? And then you have like the Legends, like back in time, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like that's kind of what I got from this because it's like Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
It's not just Arceus.
Yeah.
See, the only reason, because we had talked about this, the only reason that I feel like it's a kind of a branch off is because they made a point of announcing that it is coming out early 2022.
Yeah.
And they have a habit, like their big games come out in November. So this is like, not that this isn't a big game, it's going to be a big game. They have a big game that comes out in the beginning and then the main line that comes out in November. So I feel like this is their like, here's the thing to keep you satisfied that might lead into what we're doing with Gen 9 or another remake.
Right.
Because we still have 2 more generations or 3, but like 2 more until I get the remake that I want. Because we have Black and White, which we've also never played, and then we have
X and Y.
So,
oh my gosh, it's crazy to me to think that X and Y are going to get remade eventually. Like,
so pumped! I just want them to be relevant again.
So, with the Legends game, okay, because we didn't get a ton. We got us kind of barrel rolling, and we definitely saw that capturing Pokemon seems to be more focused on almost a let's go sort of style of throwing balls and surprising them. I'm sure that there will be a battle aspect to it too. Like you can wear them down to make it easier or something.
I had sent you this, but I'll tell Ryan it was my favorite tweet. And it was like, all of this like barrel rolling and dodging means the Pokemon's going to beat the shit out of you.
That's funny.
But there's not a ton of details there. Do you think that they're going to have a limited dex again? Do you think that they're going to limit the dex and that's going to be like more okay in these instances because it is sort of a contained story or a kind of a divergent game?
I mean, yeah, I do think they would have a limited dex. It's kind of also like ties in with the fact that they're using like old starters too, like kind of shows I don't think they're trying to like make new Pokemon with this. They're just trying to like make a new world with the existing Pokemon that they have,
which I'm excited for.
They get to focus more on like the actual gameplay rather than, oh, we got to make like 50 new Pokemon for this world and then make the world, right?
And then add in the favorites so people aren't upset.
Yeah, like put a new coat of paint on all of them and then add new moves. Yeah, this definitely feels like we got a ton of shit here, guys. Let's just make a game out of the shit we have. Rather than
I'm pumped about. I would really, really love to see what this world looks like. And I told you this, but the game is set where you are creating like the first decks for this region. So it absolutely has to be limited. I don't know how limited, but it has to be smaller because it's going to be more of a, you are creating the deck so people know what Pokemon exist in this region.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
No, I think it'll be exciting. And I think they picked, going that far down the ladder of the Pokemon, you have a ton of Pokemon that you can bring into it. And obviously they're bringing some from later generations because those Pokemon didn't pop into existence when Alola became a thing. But I think it'll be really cool. I think that we need more games in the Pokemon universe that are more synergies of like existing universes and bringing in different Pokemon and stuff like that, rather than like continuing to just like push the train that generates new Pokemon. The one thing that I'm kind of sad about is I really like the region variant Pokemon, and so I would love for them to bring. I think it would be kind of cool if they brought in some Pokemon that were region variants to Sinnoh and make it maybe like from a story perspective say that these are extinct now for some reason. Like we're like 100 years in the past. What'd you say, Ryan?
I was thinking about that too. Like, I don't know. It'd be really cool, and like you said, it could just be said in the story that like they'd gone extinct, or they could have even migrated somewhere, like that.
Yeah.
Like,
or over time they evolved in the normal sense of evolution to be more like what we're used to today.
I wonder if that means this is an opportunity because there's all those lost Pokemon where it was designs that got scraped.
Yeah.
So Vulpix was originally going to be a 3-tier line, but they got rid of the baby form. And I'm wondering if maybe we could see some of those forms that they like designed but then ended up scraping coming in these games, and it's like this is the first version of Vulpix. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would be awesome to finally see stuff like that.
That would be kind of cool. And it would be a nice nod to some of the existing Pokemon, but like I think that was one of the coolest ideas that the Alola region and then the Galar region like continued on is the idea that these Pokemon exist everywhere in the world, but sometimes they are a little bit different. And I think that would just be a cool thing to add into this, especially like if you're gonna go back like 100 years, or whatever the time period is, to have kind of slightly different Pokemon in that era. Would be kind of cool. Not all of them, obviously, but like a few would be interesting.
So now you got to explain those starters and why they chose those starters. So then we can pick
let's get Ryan's opinion on the starters. What do you think? So do you like the idea that they're reusing starters and mixing them? And do you like the starters that they picked?
Okay, so I do like the idea that they're just mixing up starters, because like I said back to like how I was like, I'm not really liking the newer designs so much, like you can't really just keep making new stuff forever, like you're going to run out of ideas.
Yeah, eventually you're going to run out of animals to make.
How many firefighting starters are we going to have?
Right.
Do you think we could get a fossil evolution with this one?
That'd be cool.
That'd be sick. Like a rock type?
Yeah,
rock or ground. That'd be really cool.
I would really like some evolutions.
I want evolutions. That's another thing that I've been wanting.
Well, they added evolutions in Diamond and Pearl in the original one. That's where Glaceon and Leafeon were added.
Oh, that'd be cool if they added a few
that means
more.
I can have a Leafeon because that's one of my... It's so cute. So cute.
Is that the first one that they added in? No. They added in...
There's Umbreon and Espeon.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say they were added in... That was Johto.
Yeah.
The second one, right? Yeah. Because they added light and dark in that. Yeah.
Well, that's what Nicholas, he was all about adding, mixing up your starters in the Pokemon game that he pitched. So when that happened, he was like, I did it, king of the world.
I was so excited about that. No, I really like that. But how do you feel about the starter selection? What is it? Oshawott, Rowlet, and Cyndaquil?
Oshawott, Rowlet. Yeah. So... I love literally all of those. Not a big fan of Samurott, but I really love Typhlosion. Like that. Like I said, that goes back to Heart Gold. So like, I got Typhlosion got a like soft spot in my heart. You know what I mean?
I was the Totodile line. I'm trying to remember his last form.
I don't remember.
Crocker? No, that's.
It's similar to that.
For alligator.
Okay, I was like, it's like a crocodile alligator. I can't remember which one it is, but I love Totodile.
You do.
So you like them? You're a big fan of all of them?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I like Rowlet. I like Rowlet. You know, there
Rowlet's
could have been a
evolutions
better
are
one.
cooler than Rowlet himself.
Yeah,
Rowlet looks like a perfect little gentleman, and he evolves into this little to this ghostly archer. It's such a weird line. I don't know.
It's so funny. This is no, this one too. All 3 of the starters that I've gotten since X and Y, for some reason, all of their typing, you know, they're like they have a characteristic. All 3 of mine have been lonely.
Aww.
So I thought that was really funny because I've my Finnegan, my Rowlet, and my my Score Bunny were all lonely typings, and I just was like, I wonder if I can continue to keep that trend alive because I just think it's
you're just gonna
interesting.
Restart the game like as most people
Yeah,
try
like,
to get a
come
shiny.
Come on, no,
like you're trying to get a lonely Pokemon.
I've never done that with the mainline games. So I don't know. I'm really excited to.
So I was reading this morning about the pick of these Pokemon and why they a theory as to why they were picked. And there was this one, and basically you have Oshawott line, which ends with Samurott, which is obviously
Samurai.
an allusion to a samurai.
Because it's like futile Japan.
Because it's like feudal Japan.
Futile. Sorry. Futile.
It's futile.
Futile.
And then you have Decidueye, which he's the archer, which is another big part of the feudal Japan era. And then the last one, I was like, well, Cyndaquil's the oddball. The last one is the Japanese version of the name, which I'm forgetting right now, really ties into the shogunate, which is another big part of feudal Japan. But also, in general, he is the sort of explosive Pokemon. And so that ties into the gunpowder and the sort of beginnings of the Industrial Revolution, which was happening in this period in Japan. And so the 3 of them kind of like perfectly represent this time period where you kind of have like the new and old kind of merging together here. So I thought that was cool. And if somebody hadn't pointed that out, I'd be like, these are fucking weird choices.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, Finnegan didn't get brought in. This is sucky. I am though. I'm gonna go with Rowlet. That will be my pick because I like archers and I do like Decidueye. So
I'm probably gonna do Cyndaquil as well.
And I'm guessing that's
team.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's so funny because what you said was the exact reason.
Yeah, I don't really like Samurott. Or I don't like Oshawott's line.
But you also said you said I really like that generation has. That was like one of your last Pokemon games, and even though that you were a Totodile guy, like you have this fondness for
Cyndaquil.
Yeah.
So
I think it's funny you guys have the same reasoning.
Yeah, I don't know. I like him. I'm excited.
Oshawott and Duwat, but Samurott's. Why'd they have to put him on all fours?
Yeah, it's a weird.
Yeah,
it's a
the
weird
all fours
movement.
is the thing that because like same as you is I like both Oshawott and I like the middle form, but the final form I'm like it just feels like a weird continuation, kind of like the Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise line. Like Blastoise doesn't feel like a good continuation of Wartortle.
Yeah,
and I think that's just like sometimes they go back and they're like, no, trust me, this is what it needs.
It needs guns. Let's put guns on it. I like Blastoise still. So
I do too.
care.
I just like knowing that there is an actual final form and they scraped it in favor of this one makes sense.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited for this. I think that the implications of this game is that we move the story driven elements to this more open world thing, and we get the ability to like play Pokemon in kind of the way we always imagine Pokemon is played. I don't know. I'm excited to have our imaginations played out in real time, and to have more of like a non-linear storyline in Pokemon, which I'm hoping is kind of the case. Like maybe that there's a lot more of like I can just go to this village and I may be unprepared for that, and that's fine. So I don't know. I think it'll be cool.
I was wondering, how do you think like the items are gonna work? You know, like, do you think you're gonna craft like your potions and stuff, or do you think you're gonna like go to a store, or are stores even set up yet? You know what I mean?
That's super.
Like,
I love that.
I bet some combination of that. I think it would be really cool that you. What if kind of like you used to have the HM Pokemon where you would just throw all the HMs on one Pokemon. What if this game you have something similar where you have to have Pokemon that have certain abilities so they can sniff out certain flowers and potions.
Oh.
And even that's cool.
Like really pulling in kind of the aspects of like the anime where your Pokemon are also like companions in outside of battle. I think that would be kind of cool. Obviously, we don't see any of that in anything yet, but
there's like a huge amount of opportunities, I feel like, with this game.
Yeah, they could absolutely fuck this up pretty easily.
Yeah.
No, that's a really good idea, Ryan. The fact that we could add like that open world games imply crafting and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Something I hadn't even considered.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And plus, the way they were talking about it is like it's just this one village, right?
Yeah.
So like,
it sounds like there's one village. I can't imagine there's just gonna be one village, but I'm sure that there's like a lot of area in between.
yeah.
So,
I don't know. I'm really excited for it. Like,
I'm too. There's a lot that they can do, and the fact that they do have like the battle rolling and stuff like that does make it feel like the Pokemon are gonna attack you, and you have to like prepare for it.
Mm-hmm.
my first thought is like I'm imagining like a Tauros like charging at me, and I gotta like dodge away from it. You know?
Yeah.
Like that sounds cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And then you like throw out your Pokeball after it's passed by to get into the combat. That'd be nice.
Absolutely.
Do you think that you as an individual will have health and HP and everything?
Fall damage.
Fall damage. You got some PP to use your special abilities.
Get like an attack.
Yeah. To like wear down Pokemon. I don't know. I think it's gonna be cool. I think that there's gonna be a lot that they can do to bring in the open world aspects of things and make it more of like a, you know, what are these called? Sort of a systematic game.
Yeah.
Rather than just sort of the strict JRPG style that Pokemon always is.
Mm-hmm.
So
now the true question. Are you guys getting Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl? Yeah, I haven't decided. This has been hard.
Probably Pearl for me.
wow.
I was wondering if you would get Pearl because you said you played Diamond originally.
Yeah. I've actually been like looking to get Diamond and Pearl recently, like the actual games.
Well, now you don't even have to worry about it.
Whenever the remakes were announced, I was like, well, okay, never mind then.
I'm done.
Was Arceus the Platinum edition? Was that the legendary Pokemon for it?
Platinum was Giratina.
Oh, that's right, Giratina. That's right, yes.
Yeah. You can only get Arceus on like some weird event.
Yeah.
And yeah. That's how it is, always.
I was leaning towards Shining Pearl, but now seeing the two legendaries attached, I feel like I might go with Brilliant Diamond. Look, I'm not afraid to admit that I'm about cuteness, and the big boy on Shining Pearl, he's not the cutest thing I've ever seen, so
Well, then I guess I'll get the other one.
That's whatever one I choose.
I love that was decided for me so easily.
I know. Well, that's what usually happens is you go with the one.
I go get the cute one, and then you say, "Wait, no, I want that one," and then we change.
The only time that we actually ended up like what I thought we were gonna get, we ended up switching was Sun and Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really wanted Vulpix, and Vulpix was in Sun and not Moon, and that's the only time that we've switched.
Yeah, we could have traded, but you didn't want to do that. You wanted to catch it yourself.
Yeah, it was more important that way. You gotta build connection.
Yeah,
it's all
they will level up faster, and there will be all sorts of benefits.
I wanted to. It's like I caught it. It was a lonely Pokemon.
That's all you ever catch.
Uh,
So I guess let's end with let's end with a prediction of what the story is going to be for Arceus.
Who wants to go first on this?
Well, Ryan obviously has to go first. He's the guest. He is easily the most handsome of all of us.
Makes sense.
He'll have the most informed opinion on this, I'm pretty sure.
I see all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for giving me some time to think there.
Of course.
Well, that's why I was trying to give you time to think, but I guess you're handsome.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, his handsomeness.
It just has to be highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Off the cuff. Shoot from the hip here.
Yeah. Bring that handsome magic.
Handsome magic.
So I feel like with the story, I feel like they might like push towards like starting your own gym, you know?
Oh.
Like I feel like that'd be a really cool
They did
thing to
hint
like
at the
start out
Pokemon
with,
League there.
you know?
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, Arceus being like the like god of creation for Pokemon and whatnot, you know? It's like Pokemon Legends, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I bet like it because it's set in Sinnoh, right?
Yeah.
This? Yeah. So the exact same mountain where you find like Palkia and Dialga and like Diamond and Pearl, I
Mhm.
bet that'll probably be there, and you'll probably be able to like find Arceus there or something like that, you
Ooh.
know. And I don't know, maybe it'd be like I don't know. So I'm really excited for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I like
the
that.
creation of the Pokemon League, the foundation of Sinnoh as a thing. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool. I like that idea a lot. All right, Caitlin,
I'm going next.
you're going next. I don't.
Even though this is my podcast.
Yep, I'm leading
I
this
don't
portion
get to
of
end
it.
Wow. Wow.
Well, do you want me to go next?
I just think it's kind of funny that, this is my podcast. I run the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't get to really, usually I like being in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not stalling. Okay. I don't want you to think that's what's happening.
Okay, are you
here.
stalling?
No, I'm not. I promise.
Okay, cool.
I just think it's really interesting that
All
I'm
of the
being put on the
excuses are
spot.
taking up the brain power that you could have just used to.
Well, maybe I'm really good at making up excuses, but I'm not great with story.
Oh, okay.
So fine, I'll take it on. Whatever. This is my time to shine. Suck it, Nicholas. So yeah, let's talk about this Legends Arceus. I really love to know, like, knowing that the idea behind this is you're building like the first Pokédex for this region. Really drew me in. So I feel like this is going to be one of those things, like, you'll have your partner Pokemon, and the partner Pokemon you're really going to lean on because you're going to have to use kind of like their insight to help you lure in other Pokemon. That was kind of my hope with it. So you have to have this strong connection with your Pokemon so you guys work together to kind of corner these things. The fact that there is the dodging and rolling, I hope that does mean it's like, oh shit, I can't let this Pokemon kick my ass. Gotta keep going. I would be excited to see that. But I feel story-wise, I feel like you're helping to bring this community together, and I love the idea that Ryan brought up of like, are you gonna have to craft your own potions and stuff? Is this going to be, you're really defining this area and defining what it means to be a Pokemon trainer?
Mm-hmm.
That is something that I think is very interesting, and I'm curious to see if it will be one of those where you have a team of 6, or if it's one of those that as soon as you get a Pokemon, you kind of have to tame it and learn things about it so you can gain all of the stuff about it. So it's one of those that you really have to enjoy each of the Pokemon, which is the idea of the limited decks. You really have to kind of research and learn about these Pokemon and their traits. And I think that's an aspect that other Pokemon games we don't really get to do, is sometimes you're just kind of trying to complete a dex where you're catching them all, but you might not use them. And I'm curious if this game will actually, you have to have this bonding aspect where you have to learn about them and kind of get them more tamed so that they're trusting of people.
Yeah, that's a good point you brought up, because we won't have the computer.
Yeah.
To fall back on, to send your Pokemon back to some virtual world where they sit for eternity. I don't really know how that works. But so there will be a question of like, are you fundamentally just going to be able to catch less Pokemon? And does that, like, is the game going to focus more on your bonds with a few Pokemon rather than like the idea of catching as many as possible?
I would like to see it.
So how do you think it's going to end? Like, what is the final goal? Like, you're just building the community and then
I think
you make the perfect town?
Yes, obviously. It's Stardew Valley meets
Pokemon. Meets Legend of Zelda.
You're mining through the mountain, and getting down to the bottom of the mines was a big deal. Catching Arceus is a big deal here. He gives you, since he's the god of all Pokemon, I just learned this.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know.
Oh my god.
But you're really like, I feel like there's going to be something big with Arceus, and that's your closing of the game is either catching Arceus or Arceus like blessing your Pokemon journey.
I got the thumbs up from Arceus. I can start the Pokemon League, guys.
Yeah.
I came down from the mountain. A burning bush in the form of Arceus talked to me and said, "Let there be 8 gyms."
I love it. Final 4.
And 4 Final Four.
Yeah.
No, I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of constructing the first Pokemon League and going through and like meeting and establishing sort of those towns as sort of the types that they are.
Yeah,
eventually.
I think it's like you find this person who's like, oh, I really love rocks. And then you put 'em
I've
into,
been a big rock boy my entire life.
That's cool.
That's cool. And
Yeah.
then you motivate them to sort of start the first
Rock gym.
rock-based gym
Yeah.
or whatever.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. And like that's like, you know, you go out with them and you help them catch that Pokemon. And so like it's sort of a game where the Pokemon that you have are not necessarily yours, but they're like donated time. So once the rock gym is ready to go, your Onix that's been with you for the last 20 minutes, it's gonna go and be part of that gym now.
Oh, I never mind. I take that back. That breaks my heart. I don't.
And then you can come back at the end and like you can go through with your final team and you get to fight your old boys. Ugh, it's so sad.
Yeah, why are you doing this to me?
No, I think them calling it Arceus or Arceus, I'm never sure how to pronounce it.
Oh, yeah, I've been saying Arceus.
What did you say, Ryan?
I don't know either.
Yeah. I always think it's like a SEC,
That makes sense.
but it could also be a KEC.
I was just listening to how HTV pronounced it.
But I do think that, yeah, definitely we're going to probably go up to that mountain. They made a point of calling it out. And
Yeah.
and I think maybe we'll see a precursor to Team Galactic
Oh.
or something like that. And so like, because Team Galactic, they definitely like they came into this knowing that there's a way to open up these portals and stuff like that, right? I don't know the story very well.
Whoa. Okay. I just had a big thought.
Yes,
So,
yes,
okay,
do
yeah.
it.
Sorry. Okay. So the whole point of Diamond and Pearl is like, Dialga and Palkia are like the gods of space and time, right?
Right. Yeah.
What?
So like,
Mhm.
yeah. So what if like time travel? What if like one of the evil like, you know, teams time
Mhm.
traveled back into Pokemon Legends, and that's what the story was.
Oh, that'd be
my
awesome.
You had to fight the evil team from the future.
Yeah. And they can carry 6 Pokemon at a time.
And they don't have to craft their potions.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that'd be a really, really cool way of doing it.
It would
Like
be.
that aspect of being able to go back and forth between times. That'd be really cool. And then you have to go find their ancestors for the different gym leaders. Oh man, it's perfect.
I'm into it now.
Yeah.
You sold me.
Do so much.
Yeah.
There's
So
yeah.
much.
Yeah, yeah. I love that.
I do too.
Good job, Ryan.
You get the award of the show. We've never given it out
Yeah.
before, but it's yours.
It's you got
I'll take it.
you got the Popkait Corner Award.
the Popkait Corner Handsome Award.
Most handsome on Popkait's Corner.
Most handsome on Popkait.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'll take it.
It's tough.
Yeah. I know. Being that handsome and that smart to come up with these things.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't be handsome without being smart. So.
He had that. He had that anime shy thing going on. For
Yeah.
a
He's
little
like,
bit.
oh gosh. That's just part of his boyish handsome
Talk to
charm.
Mallow about it. He's the real hot one there.
Oh, Mallow.
Wow, you're speaking to his personality. He loves being told how pretty he is.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
one
yeah.
of his favorite things to be told.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, he's like, tell me more as you brush my hair. Oh, well, I think that was an excellent Popkate's Corner. I'm excited for people to hear this one. I think we had a lot of great discussions. I think, we hated on Logan Paul for the appropriate amount of time.
Mhm.
I really want to.
Are we just gonna have like a segment? It's like a 10-minute segment where we just shit on Logan Paul.
We might.
Yeah.
Or that
And-
might just be the bonus clip that I post on like social media. It's like to lure them in and then it's not in the podcast at all.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Either that or we have a segment, which Pokemon would you fuck?
Oh,
Marry,
God.
kill.
Look, there's a lot of editing that I'm going to have to do on this episode, and now all of this at the end might or might not make sense.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, he'll be perfect.
Well, thank you for being on, Ryan.
Yes, Ryan, thank you so much for being on. Hopefully we'll get to have you on at a later date as well. Maybe when these come out to see, do Diamond and Pearl live up to what you remember? I would be excited to hear that after we've all kind of played through it, how they live up to the original Diamond and Pearl, and if the chibi style ended up growing on you.
Yeah. And you loved the cinematic sequences in the chibi style.
Yes, that's what I want to know how they go.
I mean, yeah. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to see where it's all gonna go. You know, I mean, obviously it's still in development, so they could like make some changes. You know, and honestly, the character models did look a little blocky. So you know, you could kind of say that they are still in production. You know.
But yeah, it might be one of those things with so many people being like, "What is this chibi style?" That they're like, "Okay,
oh, we're gonna fix it like Sonic."
Yeah.
Yeah. We yell at them long enough, eventually they'll change it.
Exactly. That is what Sonic taught us.
That's what Sonic taught us, yeah. Oh, those poor designers. That's a lot of work. But thank you guys so much for an excellent Popkait's Corner. And we will see you guys all next week when we're talking about the conclusion of WandaVision and if any of our predictions ended up holding up. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye!